All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. It's Saturday, Quakecon 2014. Sitting next to me is Rich Gain from JapanimeGames. How you doing, man?
Good.
How's the con been treating you so far?
Really good. We've had a good response. This is our first time here, and people are really receptive to our game. It fits with the community here, I think.
This is the game he's talking about right here. This thing is very cool. I specifically enjoy the fact that there's a lot of board games that are out here this year. And they've actually... Sorry, we're having a little mic trouble there. We've actually set up over where we used to broadcast. All right. Over where we used to broadcast, there's now the board game area. What do they call that? The tabletop
village.
Tabletop village. Yes. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, and they're really pushing the board games out here this year. But this one specifically caught my eye because of all of the. I mean, you can't really call them minis. They're like full-size dolls. They're really cool.
Yep, they're based off of the Wakfu and Dofus universe and cartoon series. So,
bless you.
And they have a lot, and they have a really good character to them. I don't think anybody looks at them and says, "Oh, I don't like them." They look at them and they go, "Wow, these are really cool."
Yeah, they are very cool.
And the nice thing is you get to use them and play in a game with them. So
this was a cartoon first? Is that what?
It was actually an MMORPG.
Oh, okay.
Dofus was the first one, then Wakfu. And then they did a cartoon series. This is all mostly centered out of France, but we're the U.S. producers of the board game, and it's slowly starting this year. The Wakfu series is going to be starting to stream in English. I don't think they've made an announcement on where it's going to, what channel it's going to be on, but it's going to be one of the streaming channels. So people in the American audience is going to finally be exposed to the artwork that carries through everything they do. And that's a lot of graphic people. I was talking to a game designer yesterday, actually one of the guys who works on Quake, who did a Facebook game, and he saw the art, and he's like, that's the art I want for my game, kind of.
Right.
He based it just because the way the art just follows through every media property they do. So.
It is. It's fantastic. It's got little trees that you put together. And so, how does game play on this? Explain that to us.
It's a tactical miniatures game. Many of the audience for in this place here, the best thing to describe it as is Final Fantasy Tactics style play. So it's a turn-based strategy where you're actually moving the miniatures. Each one has their own stats and can do certain spells each turn. And you're trying to knock out your opponent before they get to knock you out.
Very cool. Very cool. And so you can set the board up different ways for each kind of game.
Well, there's different boards. This one, for example, the main set has 2 boards that you can switch back and forth. There's also new boards coming out that we have available, so you can play on different
It's
arenas.
like having levels released on a video game.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yep.
Are you guys kind of following that video game model?
What it is this is a video game. If you played the online MMO, you could go to the arena and fight against other players. It was a PvP arena on the MMO. And so this is just modeled off of the PvP arena that already existed in the MMO.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Now, you're going out to the San Diego Comic-Con?
Yep, San
This
Diego.
is very cool, folks. Tell them what you're going to do. I'm a little jealous, I must admit.
If anybody here is familiar with Tabletop, with Will Wheaton and Felicia Day, we're going to be doing a live celebrity tournament that's going to be aired on their YouTube channel, and you're going to get to play with Felicia Day. You're going to get to play with one of the directors of X-Men First Class, Morello, one of the designers on League of Legends, a whole bunch of cosplay actors, actresses, and just a whole group of people, and you get to play Crossmaster with them and get really cool prizes just for showing up and hanging out with them.
How cool is that, man?
In order for the fans to get in on it, they have to go to our the JapanimeGames Facebook page, and the details are there on how to get an invite in to play with them. So, and there's going to be, I think, 24 lucky fans who get to participate.
Very cool. That really, I'm a little jealous about that. I can't wait to see it. It's like, I talked to that guy. Aha! All right, man. Who is this, by the way?
That is a tofu. Tofus are very prevalent in the cartoon series. And
Tofu?
In the main game.
I am so sorry. I think I had your cousin for lunch yesterday.
In the main game, you get to be the queen of the tofus and summon them to fight for you. And their attack form is they kiss. So they're very cute.
Well, isn't that sweet? That's very cute. Very big old. All right, cool, man. All right, so give out all the sites. Go ahead, tell them where they can find you.
JapanimeGames.com is our website. JapanimeGames on Facebook and at JapanimeGames on Twitter. Also at Crossmaster.com, you can actually play this game for free. You can play a tutorial. And anytime you buy anything for this game, it unlocks them figures online for you. So you have an online game as well as a physical game you can play. And you can play against people all over the world.
Very cool. Twitter?
Twitter at JapanimeGames.
There you go.
Yep.
And I wish you a lot of luck. As I said before, this is Rich Gain. You've got a fantastic name. I hope you are both rich and you gain with this game. This is awesome, buddy. All right, folks. CyberPunk and Rich. And this is Quakecon 2014. We'll be back in a little bit.